Hello everyone, my name is Amy and I enjoy gaming, and this is our final episode of Kasmira's Adventures in High Isles. We should be able to wrap up the main quest and uncover the truth of this conspiracy. How exciting. So tiny. Anyways.
I recharged the medallions. They can be returned to the delegates.
What a strange magic.
Alright. Where do we need to go? Is it one of... Okay. Well... It's kind of one of the downsides of this, is that it doesn't actually show you where you need to go until you leave the city. So let's go take a quick peek.
They tell me you brought the Nords, Argonians, and Dunmer together to defeat Balrath.
Okay. We'll just swing around. Well, hold on. Let's see. That's the waypoint we need.
I heard important visitors were rescued from Amenos. They're here for Lord Vacaro's conference.
Any idea what...
There. Wanted to make sure I got rid of that way marker because, as evidenced in previous videos, I will follow that instead. It's just my default state.
Shook. Look at Ifalon in the distance. I've never seen Mount Firesong so active. I don't like the looks of that volcano, as if we didn't have enough trouble already. Could this be related to what Valencia and you discovered at the Druidic Circle? Could the Ascendant Magus really affect the volcano to such an extent? That's true. The ground rumbled when he summoned a storm at the castle. And the volcanic vents became active after he conjured the storm that wrecked the Alliance ships. There was no storm this time, though. Absolutely nothing, dear. But Mount Firesong hasn't erupted in centuries. The Druids maintain its slumber. Let's hope they can keep it calm until we stop the Magus from drawing more power. In the meantime, let's look inside Mistmouth Cave, shall we? Anything that points us to the Order's upcoming meeting. If the Ascendant Magus sent out a summons, someone here should know about it. And keep watch for anything else of importance. You never know what clue will be the one to solve the mystery. Mount Firesong is the volcano that rises above the island of Ifalon. You can see it in the distance. It's always been restless, and its vents and hot springs stretch throughout the archipelago. I didn't think too much about the initial rumbles. The Stone Lord druids administer to the vents here on High Isle, but the Fire Song Circle controls Ifilon. Outsiders aren't welcome there, and I've never seen one of their druids. They say the fire songs work to keep the volcano appeased. Head inside. I'm right behind you.
It doesn't seem like a good idea to prevent a volcano from exploding. Like, volcanoes explode to release built-up pressure, and if you don't allow that pressure to be released, it's just going to keep on building and building until one day you can't stop it anymore and suddenly the world is destroyed. Or, you know, the side of the volcano blows out. Yoink. No. Yoink.
Volkesh? Be careful. They're drawn to volcanic activity. Dead Ascended Order Knights? They must have fallen to the lava creatures. A map of Castle Navier. The Order attacked there already, but this map shows a river where there shouldn't be one.
Above ground, maybe.
This cave is crawling with Ascended Order Knights and Volkesh. We should be careful. The Magus must have come here to continue his experiments. He plans to use this power in their next attack. We need to determine the target.
Sorry, sometimes I like to see how small people are compared to my Nord. I'm still shorter than Lyris, though.
Step carefully, dear.
Ah yes, this wooden platform over lava. I'm sure it's safe.
A summons to a council of the Ascendant Order. This is what we've been looking for. Let's talk. So let's review what we found. First, there was a map of Castle Navier that showed a river that doesn't exist. At least it's not on the surface. If it depicts an underground river, it could also indicate a hidden passage beneath the castle. Let me see that again. Yes. The Ascendant Magus thinks he can draw on the volcano to lend power to his spells. The next target they attack, he'll have more control over his ritual. Below the Sleeping Knights? What could that mean? Statues or bodies? I suspect we're looking for catacombs again, like the ones we found beneath Urbane Chapel. But I saw no Sleeping Knights there. I assume that the poor departed Banneret Janine succumbed either to the heat and fumes in these caves, or to the Volkesh that congregate near the lava pools. But their misfortune is our good luck. We have what we need to move forward. Of course, it becomes quite clear when you put all the pieces together. The Duforts have interred their dead in the vaults beneath their castle for centuries. The Order must be meeting in the Navier dungeons. I'll collect Jakan and meet you there.
Is this the way out? Okay, good. Whee! I wonder if it would have been faster to take away shrine, but too late now. Let's see.
Let's ride!
I was checking to see if it would be worth it to take that way shrine, but we're not too much farther. And this way we can appreciate the beautiful countryside. And discover Sijic portals. Oh yeah, how's this gonna turn out for you?
This is a fight now.
Oh, they're swarming zombies. Alright. Anyone else? Okay then.
Very subtle, Lady A.
Jakan and I have been watching the entrance. There are definitely people going into the dungeons and not coming out. They must be throwing quite a party down there. No sign of the Ascendant Magus, though. He may already be inside. By using the summons we found in Mistmouth Cave, naturally, take Jakan with you and present the note if anyone tries to stop you. Once inside, confront the Ascendant Magus and disrupt whatever plan the Order has in motion. Simple as that, dear. Oh, take them down with as much violence as possible. That goes without saying. But try not to take on the entire Order by yourselves. Good help is hard to find. If you can expose the Lord or Magus's identities, that might be enough to defeat them. Who does under the armor and hoods? I threw together some Ascendant Order outfits for the two of you. All you need to do is act like you belong there. Here, try them on.
Oh. How do we look?
Ooh, they fit perfectly. Now get in there and find out what the Ascendant Magus is up to.
You couldn't find something a little more flattering?
The idea is to blend in, Jakan. You both
I don't
look
want to hurt
positively
you,
menacing.
but now I'm going to. In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Lady Arabelle was right. This looks like the place. Probably behind that door.
New recruits must wait outside. The Magus will address you later.
That's not fair. We want to attend the main meeting.
Stop right there. Only full members of the Order are allowed to attend the meeting. New recruits must wait out here until the Magus decides to address you. Let me see that. That's the Ascendant Magus's seal, all right. Very well. You can go in, but enter quietly. You're quite late and the meeting has already started.
Hey, we were here first.
This isn't the market, recruit. Back in line.
Our ships are ready, my lord. We can attack all Flag's Islet on your command.
And you can control the druid magic. It will take great power to breach the keep's defenses. We cannot afford another mishap.
I can, my lord. The Alliance leaders will have nowhere to hide after I tear down their walls.
Go then. Begin the attack.
They know we took the Royals to all Flags? And the Magus has ships ready to attack? We can't let him get away. Try the door to the right. Careful. I don't think that letter you found will work down here. We're gonna have to fight.
Okay. Had to check the route.
I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
Magical traps. Watch your step.
Oh my goodness, excuse me. Oop. Oh, I got a kitty cat. No. Sorry, he was trying to jump up on top of the computer tower where the power button is. Yep.
I hear water ahead. Didn't Lady Arabelle mention an underground river? Look at that. An underground river. But I don't see the Magus. Let's look around.
Lady Arabelle's hounds. Did you think you could sniff around undetected?
You bastard. What have you done with Lady Arabelle?
You are annoyingly persistent. Well, my foolish adversaries, the Ascendant Order can be persistent too. Did you really think you defeated us when you retrieved your precious royals from Amanos? All you did was gather them in one place from me. Would-be emperors have brought nothing but conflict and turmoil to Tamriel. Lord Bacaro is a fool to think peace can be won with gentle words. It's time to throw down those who aspire to the Ruby Throne and mete out justice with the sword. We will assume power and put an end to this wretched war. Strength can win the peace Lord Bacaro hopes for. Hard choices must be made. But one day, the peoples of Tamriel will thank us. A pity you were too blind to see this simple truth. You really don't know. I suppose even the legendary skills of Lady Arabelle DeVoe were no match for the Ascendant Lord and his brilliant strategy. But come now, you've worked beside the investigator. Surely you've learned something. Make a guess.
Was it the Count that was the mage? Yeah.
Well done.
Perhaps you are a worthy foe. Still, it's too late to stop me. If only Lady Arabelle were here to witness this. Ah, but she is. My knights found her outside. She faces justice in the dungeons below. If you hurry, maybe you can save her. I wish we could chat longer, but the tide waits for no one. Do give Lady Arabelle my regards.
He's gone, damn it. Come on.
I mean, he's
We
still
gotta
up
find Lady
there.
Arabelle.
Oh, please. Only 8 of you? I expected more of a fight.
That's Lady Arabelle. We're close.
There you are, dears. Why'd you con? You look positively panicked. What's wrong?
The Magus said that you were... that they would... Never mind. Friend, tell Lady Arabelle what we found out.
I met the Ascendant Magus here. He was smug and annoying and definitely a noble, but his helm disguised his voice. I thought I was fine when he only left 4 knights to guard me, but then 2 more arrived. If you hadn't drawn them away... Damar Dufort. There was something familiar about that voice, but I couldn't place it. When he captured me, I no doubt became the perfect distraction to use against you. Sorry about that, dear. Still, thank you for coming to my rescue. Where I just sent the delegates? Damn it! Very well. We're close to the Navir dock.
What the? Oh, I bet they spawned in because this guy showed up.
I met the Ascendant Magus, Damar Dufort, where I just sent the delegates? Damn it! Very well. We're close to the Navir docks. If Count Damar is launching a naval attack, he'll want the Silver Swan, assuming she's seaworthy. If we hurry, we might catch him before he sets sail. I'm very observant, dear. Duchess Alea's new flagship is the largest vessel ever constructed by the Dufort shipyards. The Duchess planned to inspect her today, which gives us another reason to hurry. Who knows what Count Damar will do to his sister? Let's meet at the Navir docks, dear. They're just south of the castle.
You know, they probably should have had her move for the dialogue. If the enemies were going to keep on spawning in. Damn.
Steward, have you seen Count Damar or Duchess Alea?
Count Damar? Why, no. Duchess Alea, however, is touring the Silver Swan. She does not wish to be disturbed. Good day.
We have no time to be delayed by silly formalities. Dear, please reason with the steward.
Do you want to be charged with treason?
Take a look around the docks, just in case.
I think I made things perfectly clear, Mainlander. I haven't seen Count Damar all day, and Duchess Alea does not care to entertain visitors. Leave, or I will summon Dufort Knights to drag you away. Ridiculous! You slander House Dufort at your own peril. I assure you, no one but House Dufort retainers are permitted in this area. Their loyalty is unquestioned. I see no rogue knights here or hostile ships off our shore. Enough of this nonsense. The only threat here is you. The Duchess plans to sail with the tide. If I catch any of you sneaking around these docks, I will have you flogged. Away with you!
I mean, I could just kill him.
The steward is definitely hiding something. Look for a launch at the end of the pier to take us to the Swan.
do you want?
There's the Silver Swan, moored out in the bay. Hurry! If they set sail, we'll never catch her. It looks like the portholes are open. Up the ladder, dear. I'm right behind you.
Oh, hey, good. I do get to kill you.
Curse your neck for the Ascendant Order! Ascendant Order.
I think I'm getting good at this. Well, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
Someone please help! They locked me in my cabin!
The Duchess! Up the stairs, my...
My own steward turned against me. He had the audacity to lock me in my own cabin!
Speak with the Duchess, dear. I'll have a look around.
Oh, thank you. You arrived just in time. My steward locked me in my own cabin. The nerve! I thought he was surely going to take me away, never to be found. I came to inspect my new flagship. When I arrived, Steward Hersian led me to my cabin and locked the door. He said we were to set sail. That I would be kept safe until the Ascendant Order finished their work. I have no idea what he was talking about. My brother is the Ascendant Magus. I assure you I had no idea. I have nothing to do with those rogue knights. They are dangerous rebels and outlaws. Why, they even convinced my own steward to kidnap me. Well, no. I saw Demard earlier, but when he learned the Swan wasn't ready to sail, he said he made other arrangements. He spoke with Steward Hersian, gave him a letter, and departed. Wait. The steward left the letter behind in his rush, I'm sure.
Search the cabin, dear. Find that letter.
Oh, I better do a thorough search. Gosh darn it, cat. Well, he made it on top of my computer tower, but I have the power button blocked. Oh, stop it. But then he took an interest in all of the cords and stuff, so. Let's see. Okay, there we go.
You found Demard's letter? What does it say? I see you found the letter. Don't keep me in suspense, dear. Tell me what it says. Let me see. A contingency plan, eh? The Ascendant Order expected the Alliance leaders to drown in the shipwreck, but it seems they were prepared to launch a direct attack on Old Flag's islet if all else failed. And now it has come to that. We must warn Lord Bacaro of the danger. If we can't trust House Dufort's knights, we'll need whatever troops House Valorous and the Society of the Steadfast can scrape up. Lord Bacaro is supposed to meet me at Mandrake Manor. I'll see you there.
I am simply mortified. My brother and my steward, traitors. I must return to my castle and barricade the gates.
Okay, so let's go ahead and port. Let's port from the port. I'm funny sometimes, I promise. Don't mind me, just running in the middle of the jousting field. So, fun fact about Liren, who I do background lore with, she is an expert in heraldry. I believe that's what her senior thesis in college was about. If anyone's interested, my senior thesis was about how Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu laid the foundations for modern Japan. Yay, history major.
Steadfast don't have many warriors. We're a humanitarian group. It may take some time, but I'll rally what I can.
Then I'll find the time you need. While you gather your forces, I'll do what I can to delay the attack.
The Ascended Order will expect us to reinforce All Flags Island.
I'll think of something. I always do. Count Damard, or should I call him the Magus, he thinks I'm dead beneath Castle Navir, that Duchess Alea is locked aboard the Silver Swan, and that his victory is assured. But thanks to you, he's wrong about everything. We're not finished yet, dear. Let's just say I have faith. Look what we accomplished. We know who wears the helm of the Ascended Magus, and we learn the Order is moving against all flags. We have a chance to stop Count Damard yet. Take this, dear. You more than earned it. We determined that Count Damard is the Ascended Magus, and we discovered his plan to attack All Flags Island. As you can see, I need your help, my friend. The Alliance leaders are in grave danger. I believe we can hold All Flags Castle with a few warriors. But if we need to fight our way past the Ascended Order forces, we'll never reach the Alliance leaders in time. We require a ship the Ascended Magus won't suspect. Remember Damard's letter to the steward? The Ascendant Order ship, Nereid's Song. It's waiting for the steward in a hidden cove. We just need to commandeer it and sail to All Flags like the rest of the ships in their fleet. Can I count on your help? First, we must find the cove where the Nereid's Song is hidden. I have no idea what cove Damard's letter referred to, but Captain Colleen might. She and the other captains are down by the harbor. We'll need them all to crew the ship, I suspect. Count Damard expects Steward Hercian to bring Nereid's Song to All Flags Island. That makes her the perfect vessel to slip past whatever Ascended Order forces are in the lock. Any other ship that encounters their fleet is likely to be attacked. We knew the Order had resources. Count Damard's rich and his family owns a shipyard. I imagine he quietly ordered some extra construction or even commandeered vessels from his own shipyards. I suspect he's been planning this for quite some time. Today the small island is mostly abandoned, but long ago the All Flags Navy set sail against the Slode from that location. The ruins of an ancient memorial and a great castle are still in place there. It seemed the perfect site for our peace talks. Properly garrisoned, All Flags Castle could hold off any fleet, but we don't have the forces at present to defend the ramparts. Magical walls protect Memorial Hall, however. I hope we'll find our delegates safely behind those walls when we arrive.
So the Ascendant Lord is either going to be Monard, Bacaro, if we want to have an interesting twist, or some character I'm not thinking of. So Monard runs the prisoner island, and so he would have vested interest in maintaining that because, you know, that probably makes him a pretty penny, both in being paid by governments to maintain the prisoners and also through the bribes he takes.
Enough with the games. We should be out there doing something.
Ever hear the old proverb? Opportunity arrives while Khajiit takes nap.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It does when Zaji's feet are tired.
I love you, Zaji.
Good to see you, friend, but something is wrong. While you and Lady Arabelle were off, we scoured Gonfalon Bay for signs of the Ascendant Order, and we found nothing. Not even one of their damn pamphlets. They're up to something. I know it. I knew it. That explains why we haven't been able to find any of their knights around Gonfalon Bay. The Ascendant Magus must have gathered all of his forces to participate in the attack. What do you need us to do? The best place to hide a vessel on that part of the island is Jury's Cove, north of the Navir docks. Let me guess. Nereid's Song is an Ascendant Order ship. You want to use it to slip past their fleet and rescue the Alliance leaders. Here, I'll mark the cove's location on your map. As for a crew, well, you're looking at your captain. As for the rest, I'll see who I can drum up.
One captain is good, but two is even better, yes?
Make that 3.
I can't ask you to join me in this.
Look at that.
You are not asking. Zaji is telling.
Looks like I found a crew. Head to Jury's Cove, friend. We'll collect Lady Arabelle and meet you there.
Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop loving Zaji. Does it show me or? Oh, the one I need is active. Hold on. We might be making a quick pit stop. If I can make it in time. It doesn't take me 5 years to get to this way shrine.
The Ascendant Order tried to kidnap Duchess Elena. I heard some name.
Think we'll get there before it ends? Normally I wouldn't really bother with trying to go so far of the way like this, but with them being random, like I mentioned at the start of one of my videos that I waited 30 minutes and it never activated, so I just have to take advantage of it. left.
Great work, but questions still remain. I shall return to my order and report all that has happened. Until we meet again.
Alright, so where do I actually need to head to? Is the question. I don't know. Says it should be that way. Oh, there it is. Okay. Is it down? Yes. Whee!
Oh, hello, dear. Captain Colleen was about to tell us her plan. Why don't you ask her how she wants to proceed?
Looks like the Ascendant Order's almost done loading the ship. If we want to seize the Nereid Song, it's now or never. Cut the mooring lines. Start with the dock on the left and deal with any knights that get in your way. While they're busy with you, the rest of us will go around to the right and board Nereid's Song. We'll take care of the crew. Once you've cut all 3 mooring lines, climb aboard. We'll do the rest. And don't pull your punches with those Ascendant-ordered bastards. I lost a lot of good sailors when the Spearhead went down in their storm.
Yeah, where's your
Get ready,
little
all of
stalker?
you. Once things begin, we'll need to move fast.
Nicole, I don't remember what her. I think it's her with an N.
I never used to fight this much until I met you.
Oh, treasure chest.
Aye. Give the word, friend, and we'll set sail. Nereid's Song is ours, Lady Arabelle.
Excellent. Set course for All Flags Islet. There's no time to waste.
Here.
The attack's already begun. We'll have to fight our way into the castle. Lead the way, dear. Inside here. Jakan, too. Our captains can hold it up.
To the door! The Ascendant Order is breaking in!
It's just us, Valencia. Stand down.
Oh, Lady Arabelle, the Order is attacking the castle.
Yes, dear, we saw. But where are the Alliance leaders? Friend, let's talk.
I gathered what help I could and mounted a defense, but the Ascendant Order's attack came so quickly, we had no time to prepare. The ground shook, and a terrible storm struck with no warning. It was the same magic I sensed at the Druid Circle. Then, warships full of Ascendant Order knights appeared and began to land their forces. They'd used the storm to conceal their approach. I urged them to withdraw to Memorial Hall, but they did not want to abandon the fight. High King Emmerich and Prince Ernskar went to defend the walls, while Queen Irene took charge here. But our foes were already inside the castle. The ground shook again just moments ago. Fiery monsters broke through the floor of the museum. Queen Irene ran downstairs to confront them. She left me here to defend the door.
I wanted to get the Alliance leaders safely behind the wards in Memorial Hall, or perhaps even spirit them away on the ship, but I doubt we'd succeed at that trick a second time. You need to find the leaders and get them to Memorial Hall. Another relic of the All Flags Navy and the site of the peace talks. The Mages Guild cast protective wards around the hall to ensure the safety of the delegates. They should hold for a time. Take this medallion. You can't enter the hall without it. Defending the castle as best we can. We need to hold back the Ascendant Order as long as possible until Lord Bacaro arrives with help. If the Magus gets past us, you must protect the Alliance leaders. We'll buy you all the time we can.
I feel like I need to get child leashes for the leaders.
Where are they?
Scattered, I'm afraid. Queen Irene was with us, but there was a great rumble and screams from below. She ran to help.
Go, my dear. Make sure Queen Irene gets to Memorial Hall. Jakan, help me sort things out here. We must hold the castle until help arrives.
I'm guessing I'm supposed to go down? Ah, there's my queen.
These beasts are the Order's Druid allies threaten everyone in the castle. They must not get by us.
Get back, you fetcher!
This cannot be the license for us to hold it. Now, release the energy back at them.
Okay.
The Ascendant Order will tear this place down to get to us. We're sitting ducks in here. Ascendant Order ships in the loch, rogue knights and their druid allies inside the castle. They may have the numbers, but I say let them come. Together we will make them pay dearly for their victory. As glorious as a fight to the death would be, I suppose I should try to survive. My subjects need me. But the others went in search of their own battles. Prince Ernskar headed up to the battlements. Track him down while I clear a path to the hall. Find Ernskar, then look for Emmerich. He said something about dealing with the storm. We will gather at Memorial Hall, but understand this. I have no intention of hiding behind wards while others die to protect me. This queen fights her own battles. Those stairs lead up to the battlements in Ernskar. I'll clear a path to the hall.
You know, when I was here for Lady Laurent's quest, I was wondering why the flags of the people, oh my goodness, alliances were all over the place. So I guess it makes sense that this is the place the meeting was supposed to take place.
You can.
These Ascendant Order rats just keep climbing up. Help me dispatch them. That next ship reaches the dock will be overrun. We have to do something. I don't know how you got here, but I'm glad to see you. That ship approaching the pier is full of Ascendant Order reinforcements. We need to do something.
Did he get new armor? I can't really tell.
Not while we're all that stands between victory and death. If I abandon the battlements now, we'll be caught like wolves in a trap. I need you to deal with the vermin scaling the walls, while I prepare the ballista to attack that approaching ship. Good. Then I can use this ballista to destroy that ship. Just get down to the dock and keep these rats at bay long enough for me to smash those reinforcements out of the water. Then we can fall back to the hall. He went down to the courtyard to deal with the Elder Tide druids. Can you believe they allied with the Ascendant Order? They're feeding this storm. You should help him, after you help me. All I need is a moment to clearly align the ballista. The door at the south end leads down to the dock. Keep them from scaling the walls, and I'll put this siege weapon to good use.
I'm agreeable.
In the courtyard through the eastern gate. Help him while I head to the hall.
These evil druids are feeding the storm. Disrupt their ritual, friend!
On your feet.
That's better. Now it's a fair fight. Well fought, friend. If you're here, Lady Arabelle must be nearby. Now what does she have up her sleeve? If I've learned anything in my long association with Lady Arabelle, it's that she always has a plan in the works. Ah yes, the protected hall. I thought Lady Arabelle's arrangements were overly cautious. Events, however, reveal the wisdom of her actions. As much as I dislike hiding, we must deny our enemies an easy victory. Do you have an invitation medallion? Then we should make use of the defenses she prepared. I'm sure she plans to launch a counterattack just like she did during Rance's siege of Wayrest. Why, never mind. A tale for another time. The door to the hall is on the south wall.
More enemies approach.
Quickly, into the hall.
Use your medallion. It's the only way past the walls. As much as this galls us, this is the prudent course. The Ascendant Order can't breach.
You think yourselves safe? I will bring this castle down on top of you.
The wards are breached. To arms! It's all in your head! Keep fighting!
Sorry, I was trying to see where exactly the walls were breached. But I guess it's not so much the walls are breached as that door is open.
Hiding in your hole. This shall be your tomb.
He's trying to topple the castle.
I've just about had it with this Ascendant Magus. To the courtyard. Friend, join me.
Way ahead of you.
The so-called leaders of the Veiled Alliances. Prepare to fall to the Ascendant Order! The Ascendant Magus!
Yeah, of course. Oh, that's a neat trick, though.
You are formidable, but let's see how you handle this.
Hold on, friend. I've got something for that beast.
Got more siege equipment?
All right,
Nice.
it's loading. Show me what the target is, and I'll make it count.
You want to brag about that, or should I?
I call upon the strength of the mountain!
He's conjuring something big. Water stuff with my magic. Good. Now, release the energy back at them.
Goodness gracious. Well, Emmerich, do you have anything useful you want to contribute? Oh, but you
The
will.
storm's growing stronger. We have to stop him.
More beasts. I'll deal with them.
He's throwing in too much power, but you and Emmerich together. Help Emmerich with those creatures.
Oh, so I have to help him? Whee! Where's the other one? Here it is.
This had better work, I read.
Good. Now, release the energy back at him.
Nice.
But the Ascendant Lord will still triumph.
Neat.
Magus falls and his minions scatter. Cowards!
We cut down the Magus, but the Lord is still out there somewhere.
The Magus has fallen. We will deliver the same fate to his lord.
Our friend here made this victory possible.
Indeed. They got us to work together. Amazing. Now let's go find Lady Arabelle.
Alright, so another prediction time. Will we be fighting and defeating the Lord in this expansion? Or will it only be the reveal and we'll be continuing to battle him in the next expansion? Let's find out. Because I feel like a lot of the build-up has been towards the magus, rather than the Lord. So we'll see.
There you are, dear. And with the Alliance leaders, too. I assume you had something to do with the Ascendant Order's retreat? I admit I feared all was lost, as more of those rogue knights pressed onto shore. Then the castle's siege weapons unloaded on their ships, and the dark storm suddenly abated. Tell me, what actually happened in Memorial Hall? I knew you were special the moment I saw you, my dear. The Ascendant Magus hoped to topple thrones, yet instead his threat brought the Alliance leaders together. And you showed them peace is worth fighting for. Take this with my deepest thanks. Nothing about this peace conference has gone as planned, but the Ascendant Order might have given us something we didn't have before. A reason for the Alliance leaders to cooperate. Can I ask one more favor of you, dear?
So that's another reason why it might be Lord Bacaro. So I kind of already gave my reasons for why it might be the other dude whose name I don't remember right now. M. We'll just call him M. But if it's Lord Bacaro, so on one side of it, it could be because his philanthropic work is, you know, giving him a lot of prestige, and while he says that, oh, you know, it's all for charity and stuff, he's probably benefiting a lot from it. But also, since his whole thing is we need the leaders to work together and put an end to all of this, he might have seen it as, well, let's give them a common enemy and make them work together and make them forge peace this way. So he's kind of trying to play both sides. Either his conference works, or, you know, he does it through force. Or I'm just completely wrong about both of those people, and we'll see.
Lord Bacaro needs to hear about our victory at All Flags. He can stop mustering a counterforce, at least for now. Thanks to you, Count Damar's plan to decapitate the alliances has failed. The leaders are safe and back to their usual bickering. I suspect Count Damar's defeat cost the Ascendant Order most of their strength. It will take time for them to recover, which gives us a chance to salvage the peace talks. Bring the news to Lord Bacaro, Then meet me back at Mandrake Manor. Lord Bacaro should be at Steadfast Manor. Do hurry before he strikes off with an army of hired knights to join a battle that's already over. Besides, it's not often I get to send someone good news. While the conference site is repaired, I'll secure them in Gonfalon Bay. The captains in Koska can watch over the Royals and Valencia, and we'll have time to send for a new Fighters Guild delegate. I'm surprised this turned out as well as it did. That's a difficult question. I knew we had to try. Actually, I'm a bit embarrassed. Lord Bacaro trusted me to protect the conference, and I let him down. The Ascendant Order was one step ahead of me all along. I've never failed like this before. I didn't notice how powerful the Ascendant Order had become, and I should have sniffed out Count de Maud's treachery. The clues were there. Wealth, grievances, arcane skill. Thanks to you, we salvaged the situation. And I can learn from my mistakes. Like Prince Ernskar, I had Captain Suso commandeer a siege engine. That sent a few of their ships to the bottom. Then when the shaking stopped and the storm clouds parted, the remaining vessels fled. After you defeated the Magus, I suppose. No, but I'm not surprised. He and the Steadfast don't have a standing army. I imagine he's still at his manor sending missives across High Isle in an attempt to recruit knights willing to aid us. Go tell him he can stop. The threat is over for now.
Surely we're done now. I could use a drink and a meal.
Must have been tough getting captured by convicts on Amanos.
Good point, Iran. But do remember, he's only a prince.
Oh, the
Raise
shade.
your hand if you care what the High King thinks.
Thank you, Saji.
Saji cares. Can we go home now?
Wrong royal, Zaji. We're with the Queen, remember? Now where did we leave that scow we stole? What? Did no one tie up the ship before we ran into battle?
I love you, Saji. And see, this is why the king and the queen are the best, and you just exist. So does your father. The father that was too busy getting laid to attend a peace conference. Sorry, despite despite being a Nord, I do not have high opinions about my royalty. Oh, how do I get up? Okay. How's it going, Saji?
Queen Irene is safe again. Saji is grateful. It would have been terribly embarrassing to lose her a second time. But the battle is over now, yes? We can all take a rest? Saji is exhausted.
Come on, Saji, you have to miss. This is nothing like facing dragons.
Lady Arabelle's associate. What news do you bring me? I've been sending messengers throughout the countryside, but so far I've only managed to gather a handful of knights. I was about to send them the order to head out when I saw you approaching. Does this mean you have news from Lady Arabelle? That's excellent news. My congratulations to you and Lady Arabelle. I'll still send the knights, but now their orders will be to shore up the castle's defenses, not rush into a war. But pray tell, where are the delegates now?
I don't feel like I should tell you, but...
Of course. All Flag's castle must be half in ruins after what I can only imagine was a fierce and costly battle. I'll get with Lady Arabelle, and we'll thank the delegates for their patience. I do believe another celebration is in order, though. Don't be modest, friend. From what I already know of your exploits, I can only imagine the heroics you demonstrated at All Flag's castle. Inform Lady Arabelle. We'll gather at Gonfalon Palace to celebrate your courage and the safety of the delegates. How often does someone get to save 3 realms in the same day? Your actions are an inspiration. I wonder, though, did the Ascendant Magus inadvertently help us by attacking the royals?
Mm-hmm.
We shall see. Go. Tell Arabelle. She'll make the arrangements. De Fort? Astonishing! I was certain the Magus was going to turn out to be one of the Monards. Tell me, what of this mysterious Ascendant Lord you encountered beneath Castle Navir? Did you learn anything about him? Cowards like that let others do the fighting for them. I imagine he's in hiding, fearing exposure and seeking a way to rebuild his forces. I suspect the Lord will remain in the shadows for now.
Will he now?
Stay vigilant. Inform me if you learn anything more. Did they now? I can't wait to hear the entire story. I am surprised they didn't make use of the wards protecting Memorial Hall, though. We prepared the site to keep the delegates safe throughout the peace talks. Yes, I saw his power firsthand at Castle Navir. And Valencia explained that he somehow drew power from the volcanic vents that permeate the islands. A reckless use of magic, with little regard for consequences. Where did he learn that, I wonder?
I don't know. I don't trust him. But it seems like the second prediction was correct. The foe of the next expansion will be the Ascendant Lord. And I hope to God it's not another Breton territory. Even though it does... He is a Breton, though. I'd feel bad if another race's territory was, you know, any potential that could be had for their own unique storyline was usurped by dealing with Bretons. So, I guess as long as we're dealing with a Breton villain, I don't mind it being in Breton territory. I don't know. The only reason why I kind of mentioned this previously, and the reason why I wasn't too interested in this being a Breton storyline is because so much of the base game for the Covenant territory is all for the Bretons. Like, out of pretty much every other race, when it comes to just the base game, the Bretons have the most dedicated to them. And I can kind of understand, because a lot of new players, and especially people new to ESO or Elder Scrolls in general, are probably going to pick one of those 3 races as their starting race. And it's kind of a soft introduction to the Elder Scrolls world. Anyways, I plan on doing a whole video, hopefully, that details
What news do you bring from Steadfast Manor?
my thoughts and feelings on the base game areas.
Were you able to meet with Lord Bacaro, dear? What did he say when you told him about our victory? An excellent idea. Lord Bacaro knows it's vital to bring the delegates back to the table. After recent events, their faith in diplomacy might well be suspect. But a party, that's something they can all agree on. Can I impose on you again, dear? Tell the delegates Lord Bacaro dearly hopes they can attend a gathering at Gonfalon Palace. If anyone hesitates, use your charms to convince them to join us. Meanwhile, I'll throw something together. Meet me at Gonfalon Palace when you're done. Royals, no concern for their own safety. They each went off in search of a diversion. High King Emmerich to the temple, Queen Irene to stroll the harbor, and Prince Ernscar to the inn. I asked the Sisters' Guard to keep an eye on them, discreetly.
Child leashes, I'm telling you.
Leave that to me, dear. I'll send Jakan to round up our 3 brave captains and put them to work. It'll be all hands on deck, as it were, but I think we can manage. You just make sure the Alliance leaders attend the party. These royals are a stubborn lot, or hadn't you noticed? I can never predict what they will do from one moment to the next. Remind them these peace talks are imperative. If that doesn't work, tell them the other 2 accepted your invitation. Sometimes a few untruths are required to grease the wheels of diplomacy. The royals will see right through the ruse, of course, but they'll play along. All they need is a reason to believe that this isn't a waste of their time.
Well, I feel like Ernscar is going to be the easiest to convince to come to a party. But Emmerich's closer, so we'll start with him.
Magus Slayer! To what do I owe this pleasure? Have I thanked you yet for all you've done? Not just for the alliances and Lady Arabelle, but for me personally. No? Well, thank you, my friend. I don't know many people who could have beaten the Ascendant Magus. But what brings you to the temple? Another royal function. I'm getting tired of those ghastly affairs in most cases. I was just considering heading home. Queen Maria must be missing me terribly. Unless... is the celebration in my honor? It's bad form to refuse such parties. Irene and Ernscar? Well, I can't allow them to attend and not show up myself. And I guess I do owe them something of a debt, too. They did help us on Amanos and at All Flags Castle. All right, I'll attend Lord Baccaro's celebration. It seems I'll need to pay more attention to the Sisters Archipelago in the future. My negligence allowed treason to fester and bloom unchecked. That changes now. But enough grim talk. We must celebrate. I will see you at Lord Baccaro's gathering. I will need to treat that situation delicately. Until I can prove one way or another that Duchess Elea was truly ignorant of her brother's plot, I can't in good conscience reprimand the entire house. Still, I don't take treason lightly. No, but we didn't exterminate all of those Order bastards, and their so-called Ascendant Lord is still loose. I have no doubt his rogue knights will rise against us again. I'll withhold judgment on the Duforts until my daggers investigate, though.
Well?
Well met, friend. Come have a drink with me. After the battles we endured, I was hoping to find a celebration. Unfortunately, this inn is as dead as the elk served at the Skull King's table. Have you come to drink with me, perhaps, my friend? Well, that's a welcome bit of news. Even a party full of royals and nobles has got to be better than this place. Wait, will Emmerich and Irene be in attendance? If they decline the invitation, I probably should as well. And it seems I have no other choice. I will attend Lord Baccaro's celebration, and if the festivities evolve into more serious conversations, perhaps I will even listen. I'll see you there, my friend.
This is why people don't take Nord seriously.
Wait until the Skull King hears what he missed. Raging storms, a deadly jungle, a battle against near hopeless odds at an ancient castle. My father is going to kick himself. Well, maybe not about the storms. He gets sick at sea. Absolutely. He was an adventuring bard before he took the throne of Eastern Skyrim. He's not as ancient as Emmerich, and that old lion enjoyed himself. When we weren't almost dying, at least. I'll send a report to my father. Tell him all about it. As long as nothing else out of the ordinary happens, I'll stay. At least for a while. The weather here on High Isle is so much nicer than what we have in Windhelm. I can do without the cold and the snow for a little longer.
And last but not least, my queen. Is she over there?
Hello, friend. Looking for me? I've always loved the sea. Comes from growing up on Somerset, I suppose. But what can I do for you, my friend? Don't tell me there are more rogue knights threatening High Isle. A party? Just another excuse to get me and Emmerich in the same room? Oh, very well. If we could face unprecedented danger together, we can probably survive sharing a few drinks and some food. And where will this gala event be held? That's probably for the best. It's close by. And All Flags Castle was quite a mess after the battle with the Ascendant Magus. It will take Lord Bacaro a considerable effort if he plans to make it ready for the conference again. Most of the belongings I brought along were lost when the Perfect Pounce sank into the sea. I wonder if I can find any suitable attire on this island. Breton tastes leave something to be desired. What am I thinking? This outfit is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I like your new outfit.
We did not discuss peace, if that's what you're asking. We disagree on important issues, which is why diplomacy usually begins with social occasions. Banquets, balls, hunts, and the like. Rarely do they involve fighting for your life, though. We regaled each other with tales of how we survived the shipwrecks and our adventures on Amanos. I believed Emmerich was past his prime, no longer the great hero. And Ernskar struck me as young and brash. I now have a different perspective.
Oh my.
Tired of walking anyway.
Okay. I'll just run.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, good looking. Got a moment? Lord Bacaro may have proclaimed that this was a celebration for the Alliance leaders, but everyone came out to see the hero who saved All Flags Castle. I'm impressed how fast the word got around, even if I may have had something to do with that. Just wanted you to know, I worked it out with Lady Arabelle. She considers my debt to her paid in full. I think she may have confused me with you, but I'll take it any way I can get it. So go in and enjoy the party. I'm sure I'll see you around. I put on a few disguises, sure. And I'm glad everyone's safe. but all this hero stuff gives me a rash. I'm not supposed to attract so much attention. Anyway, Lady Arabelle wants a word with you before she starts the main event. She's waiting inside.
Alright, let's talk to all of our partygoers first.
They say someone brought High
Not
King
my
Emmerich
finest
back from the
work,
dead.
but I think
From the
this
dead.
venue will do.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
How are you in your
The
hat?
turnout for this is incredible. Look at all these lives you've touched. Drake, I knew you were a hero, but... I did. The Order of the Albatross welcomed her home. She's been interred in a crypt reserved for knights that died on errantry. I've visited her a few times. She has a nice spot. I am. Sir LaFleury was very impressed with my tale. As he put it, who am I to stand in the way of the unstoppable Dame Maddock? I'm still not used to the title, but I'll get there. I think I'll spend some time working with the knights at Castle Navir. Get my sea legs under me, so to speak. The Knight Commander is already muttering about having me take on a squire. So I expect it'll be back into the breach soon enough.
Oh, hello, Stibbins.
Thank you again for freeing Lady Laurent from the clutches of that lascivious sea captain. It mortified me to think of him stomping around inside Milady's perfectly coiffed head. And truth be told, I was a bit envious too. No, forget I said that.
I take it you gave her a good scratch then?
What? Well, yes, everyone does. She's a fine and noble woman. Quite personable. When she isn't calling for tea or ordering me to do some fool thing or other. But I do not appreciate what you are implying, my friend. After the... You saw? Well, nothing happened. Not really. Nothing I want to discuss, anyway. Lady Laurent wasn't herself. She was still caught up on the stifled emotions of a sea captain who'd been alone for... Oh, must we talk about this? Nothing too exciting. I have lists to make, crates to pack, and Lady Laurent's collection of combs, brushes, and reach fetishes won't sort themselves. I'm sure we'll see you again. Milady appreciates your help, even if she doesn't say so.
And you, milady?
It seems you've been busy, my friend. Not only did you assist Stibbins and I with that unfortunate business on All Flags Islet, but it appears you aided all these notables as well. Perhaps I could hire you on full-time? No? Just as well. Oh, if you don't mind, I'd rather not recall that dreadful experience. You have no idea what it's like to have a foul-mouthed, libidinous sea captain inside your head. Although, I must say the feelings he left me with were rather enticing. I still have a few last things to take care of on All Flags Islet before the peace talks can proceed. After that, who can say? I go where I'm needed, and Stibbins follows faithfully in my wake. Someone must carry my personals, after all. Well, that goes without saying. I am Tamriel's most celebrated treasure hunter and author, after all. I may stick around for the peace talks. Or I heard about some strange happenings in the Telvanni Peninsula. Or Hammerfell. I haven't been there in ages.
Okay, so... Hammerfell might be one of our next locations, then. I'm not too worried about the Telvanni Peninsula, because we've already done a lot with Morrowind and the Dark Elves, as far as expansions are concerned.
I'm in the same room as High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar. I'm trying to stay calm, but I'm not doing a great job.
Oh, I can't talk to you. Okay.
There you are! Everyone's talking about how great you and Lady Arabelle are, and all the great stuff you did. Everything you did at Tordreac must seem small in comparison. I've been bragging about knowing you. I hope that's alright. Of course, some people seem skeptical that the same person who rescued the Alliance leaders and killed the Ascended Magus also chased down sheep magic to look like people. But that's part of the fun. Now go celebrate! You've earned it.
The meeting of the delegates is the closest we've come to peace. I don't understand the motivations of anyone who tries to stop it.
Fortunately, they have you here to protect them. I believe Lady Arabelle wishes to talk about that very thing. Returning to normal thanks to you. The symptoms of Vera Lane's experiments have faded from our patients. Now they can focus on the conditions that originally brought them to me. That will be its own struggle, but one we're trained for. Oh, of course. As long as this horrible war rages, I will help heal the injured. And I believe in Lord Baccaro's dream. Learning about the lives of our enemies offers the best path to peace.
Your assistance at Stonelore Grove wasn't an isolated incident, it seems. You have a knack for getting other people out of trouble, my friend. And the notables in this chamber. An impressive collection. I am honored that you also helped me. More or less. Nature has a way of doing the unexpected, but that's part of its grandeur. The spirit of the Grove has become more of a partner than a tool, and I am glad of that. You helped make that possible. The Circle will never forget that. No, not yet. It's like the very rock refuses to talk to us, and we're the Stonelore druids. I've been busy getting the Grove settled, but I think I'll offer to help with the investigation into the lava vents and the volcano. It's the least I can do.
Are you surprised to see a simple sea captain like me in the company of aristocracy? It seems my service to the Dominion lifted the Prowler's name to Queen Irene's ears. Go speak to Lady Arabelle. We'll catch up after. Wherever I please. That's the joy of the sailing life. We have a few jobs lined up. Sailors must eat after all. But I think we can afford some shore leave. And Queen Irene asked to talk later. I sense more dangerous cargo in the near future. Ugh, I asked that sour cat to come and thank you, but he turned me down. Something about needing to count the crates another time. He never stops working, that one. But I know for a certainty that he's grateful for everything you've done.
A few days ago, I was sitting in a dank crypt, wondering when the Ascendant Order was going to slit my throat and feed me to the slaughterfish. Didn't see anything like this in my future, that's for certain. I'm not going anywhere until High King Emeric finishes up what he came here to do. That's fine with me, though. It'll give me time to sign on a crew and put Nereid's song in proper shape. Lady Arabelle insisted, and the Duchess doesn't seem opposed. Still haven't decided whether to rename her. There's a lot of luck tied up in a ship's name. Oh, and while I'm here, I agreed to protect the delegates. I could use the extra gold.
I owe you my thanks, Walker. I found all the Ascendant Order knights I could hope for during that fight on All Flags Islet. I can finally say, my crewmates from the Perfect Pounds have been avenged. That depends on Queen Irene. We're staying in Gonfalon Bay as long as she is, but that suits me fine. We've got a new ship and a new crew to break in. And I'll be keeping an eye on Zaji, as always.
Finally, Queen Irene is where she belongs. Zaji is content. Zaji could be content to gaze upon Queen Irene all day, in fact. Long sunny days and tender nights, filled with song, drink, and love. Or so Zaji hopes. Since Queen Irene has no one else to look after her in these islands, Zaji hereby appoints himself the task of catering to her every need.
Good luck with that.
That is a task better left in Cascar's claws. Who will look after Queen Irene if not Zaji? And Lady Arabelle insisted we help guard the delegate anyway, so what does this want to do? Zaji can only hope his devotion is rewarded.
Yeah, you need to meet Raz.
After so many challenges and setbacks, it's hard to believe all the delegates are finally together in this chamber. Except Quentin Geralt, of course. I can't support the choice he made, but I hope he is at peace now.
A great day, friend.
Despite the Ascendant Order's every effort, the delegates to Lord Bacaro's conference survived and are still willing to talk peace. You and Lady Arabelle made this possible. And sadly, no. She will never sail again. But several Ascendant Order vessels were abandoned after the fight at All Flags Islet. Since the Order wrecked my ship, I hope to claim one of theirs for compensation. Hire a crew and refit here in Gonfalon Bay. I do not know how long Prince Ernscar plans to stay, but it would be my honor to return him safely home when the time comes. Until then, I promised Lady Arabelle I would help protect all the delegates.
I understand we have you to thank for High King Emmerich's safety. And for the other leaders, of course. I am appalled by the part Demard played in this plot. I promise you, House Dufort will do everything in our power to set right his wrongful deeds.
Oh, you.
You rescued the Alliance leaders. I thought you were amazing when you helped me back at Broke Rock Mine, but friend, you're incredible. Where better to find a ship than in Gonfalon Bay? I'll get passage on one of them. Until then, I'm helping people. Yes, I started by singing rats off a galley. It's a small start, but now folks are coming to me with their problems. I'm making a name for myself. It may not be much yet, but I crafted it myself. And it's my name, not my father's. Me? I'm going to enjoy myself. Maybe try some new foods. It's nice being at a party and not having to worry about being called on to perform. After that, I'm going to battle monsters. Solve real problems. Like you.
Rickert.
Just look at all these fine people committing diplomacy together. And they say it is all because of you, my bestest friend. You must tell Rickert how you did it sometime. Oh, very good. Tanilan and Ulganash said my diplomacy was so strong, they didn't need to be diplomatized anymore. They told me I could go commit diplomacy on new people and make more friends.
How kind of them.
Everybody in town. Sailors, merchants, fishmongers, dock workers, beggars, anyone I could catch. People like you when you buy them drinks. Although, I'm not really sure how that helps Abonard Pact.
Okay, next are the royals.
I'm impressed that Lady Arabelle managed to arrange all this in such a short time. It might not be the setting Lord Bacaro originally intended, but it works well enough for a party.
Will he repeat?
Absolutely. He was an adventure.
Yep.
I need to get off my uncomfortable throne and meet challenges with steel in my hand more often. Still, it's nice to be around people who aren't actively trying to kill me.
I'm sure.
So many people. And most of them are actually talking about you instead of me. That's sort of strange, but rather refreshing. I think I understand what Lord Bacaro hoped to accomplish. We can be in the same room and not attempt to kill each other.
Excellent! I see all three of our royal guests are in attendance. And Lady Arabelle has worked her usual magic to create a suitable setting for the occasion. That woman's competence is positively uncanny.
I see you convinced our royal guest to come to our little gathering. Well done, dear. Now for the tricky part. Persuading them to stay for Lord Bacaro's talks. After so many perils, I suppose I couldn't blame them if they decided to leave. Excellent, dear. You saved Emmerich and the others from the Ascendant Order and ended the threat of the Magus. Plus, you salvaged the talks and restored the hope for peace. Take this. This is your day as much as anyone's. I have to address the crowd. We're here to celebrate the coming together of three great leaders. and to show our appreciation for a hero who saved the delegates and kept our hopes for peace alive. On behalf of Lord Bacaro and the Society of the Steadfast, I ask our honored guests to enjoy the celebration.
The Old Merry Dominion thanks our hero and promises to participate when the talks resume.
The Ebonhag Pact wholeheartedly agrees.
As does the Daggerfall Covenant. 3 cheers for our hero and for Lord Bacaro!
Well said, High King, and well said, Queen and Prince. Let the celebration begin.
Okay, and that is the end of it. So, so our regular programming will resume. We'll have a lore listening library this Friday, and then next Monday we'll continue Blorbo's adventures on the mainland. So until next time, I will see you all later.